Hare Krishna, everybody. Everyone who is on Facebook, actually, I owe you all an apology because I just did a quick initiation, but a very beautiful one, with a devotee who is a famous opera singer in Canada, very nice young man. And also Tamal H.D.Goswami, stepbrother, and his wife, Kalachandji, and Shraddhanjali were present, so it was a very intimate, personal thing. And I forgot to Facebook. So I said a lot of the same things I said earlier today in Spanish. Of course, if you don't know Spanish, that doesn't help you very much. We had another initiation today with Tulancingo, Mexico, with 6 devotees there. So anyway, again, my apologies. I can't take shelter of the we here. I didn't Facebook that initiation we just did with Dr. Dustin from Canada, who is now Danya Das. And so I feel like I owe you something because we were supposed to Facebook that initiation. And in a few minutes, my nephew, who is very favorable to Krishna consciousness, and his wife and his 2 young daughters are coming. But I think we can say that this is the best time ever in history to practice Krishna consciousness and to give it to others, because it's now. And a devotee, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, said, "Forget the past that sleeps and don't dream about the future." So I think the best attitude, telling Porananda Lila, I was trying to keep track of me. That's the way we should think, that this is the best time ever, ever, in all my eternal existence. This is the best time for me to be Krishna conscious, to surrender to Krishna. And I mean, all of us have material bodies, we have these material minds, which are so wonderful. And, you know, we all have our problems, we all have our weaknesses, we all have our strengths. You know, welcome to human life. That's just the universal condition. It's the universal condition of life in this world. And yet, despite whatever obstacles or problems we may have, right now, this very moment, is a super opportunity to surrender to Krishna, to advance, to call out Krishna's holy name, even once, with real love and feeling. So that's my brief little message before I go off into the sunset, like those old cowboy movies. Well, vegetarian cowboys. That right now, Krishna's in our heart. Krishna's equally in everyone's heart. Doesn't matter what kind of body you have, gender, age, ethnicity. Doesn't matter, you know, what your position is in the Hare Krishna movement. None of that matters when it comes to the most important fact in our life, and that is, the most important fact in our life is that Krishna is in our heart. And right now, this very moment, we can turn to Krishna in our heart and surrender a little more. I mean, we can't really expect some super dramatic Hollywood scene where we totally surrender, like totally. That doesn't happen very much. But, as Prabhupada said, it's a gradual process and we can make some advancement. I just got a greeting from Canada. Hare Krishna. Canada. I mean, I know the people that are writing in, I actually know a lot of you, and so I don't always comment on all people write in, but I notice it, and it's nice to hear from you. Krishna's in our heart, so whatever country you're in, whatever you're doing, just turn to Krishna in your heart right now, and say something nice. Say something nice to Krishna. and take another step back to God. Take one more. Right now, you can take another step and come a little bit closer than you've ever been to Krishna, a little bit closer to returning to your eternal life as a pure soul with other pure souls. And of course, Prabhupada gave us so many tools and instruments to do that. We have the Maha Mantra, we can worship Krishna on an altar, we can remember him in our heart, we can serve him. Prabhupada always translated bhakti as devotional service, not merely devotion. And so all of us need to work together to advance Prabhupada's mission. As I said, actually, in both my initiation lectures today, one in Spanish, one in English, unfortunately not on Facebook, is that, God forbid, if someone sees that a loved one, family or some person that's really important to you is in danger or is suffering, you have to act. You must act. You must do something. Any civilized person cannot see, even in someone you don't know, like I saw YouTube recently where a baby fell onto a train track, and so people just went crazy, and a man risked his life and jumped onto the track. So even for people we don't know, if we see someone in real danger or suffering and we have the power to help them, we act, we do something. Not to speak of someone you actually know and love and care about, your family, people who are dear to you. You must act if you see them in difficulty. And so in that way, as Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, there's only one family in the universe. He's the father and mother. Actually, Krishna is politically correct. Krishna is the father and mother of the universe, and so there's just one family ultimately. Ultimately, there's one family in the universe. And so when we see how the conditioned souls are suffering, we must act. And so whatever benefit we receive from Krishna consciousness, we must share it. If you love someone, as soon as anything good happens in your life, you see a good movie, or you, discover a nice type of prasadam you can eat, or you meet someone that you appreciate, or you discover a beautiful place, or read a good book, or whatever. When you love someone, as soon as you find something really interesting or beautiful, you immediately think of the person you love, want to call them or tell them and share it with them. It's the nature of love, is that you just immediately want to share all the good things in your life. Like there's a nice Beatles song, Here, There, and Everywhere, that knowing that love is to share. Beautiful line from that song of Paul McCartney, knowing that love is to share. That's what love is, it's sharing. And so if you really understand that everyone is part of Krishna, then what inspires you more than anything is trying to share all the good things you know with the people you care about. And of course, the best thing we know is Krishna. So that's why in real Krishna consciousness, real spiritual consciousness, we care deeply, of course, about our family, about our friends, and about the larger family. We care about the cosmic family. And we want to help everyone come back to Krishna. That's the symptom of serious Krishna consciousness. That enthusiasm, that need to share, to help others. So, I gave this little message because, of course, it's always nice to talk with everybody. But I gave this message because of course, as a guru, I don't really ever make mistakes. But apparently, I made a mistake and forgot to record initiation on Facebook. And so I got right on Facebook when Nanda Leela reminded me. And so I thought I'd give a little Krishna conscious message. So thank you all very much. I wish you all a great life. Krishna's right there in our heart. It's like Krishna's there at any moment. Doesn't matter nothing matters. It's totally unconditional. At any moment, in any condition of life, you can just turn to Krishna in your heart and you can create for yourself a fantastic life. Like right now, right this second, Doesn't matter what your problems are. Nothing matters. It's totally beyond all your problems. Right now, you can choose to have a fantastic life just by choosing Krishna, turning to him in the heart. So thank you all for listening. Again, I actually read the messages you send in. It's got a message from Brazil and from other places. I actually read them, and I really appreciate them. And I'm grateful to all of you for helping my self-esteem by actually tuning in. Just kidding. But thank you all very much. And see you soon, I hope. All right, turn to Krishna. That's the answer to all your questions. Turn to Krishna. And see you soon. Hare Krishna.